Greetings, my name is Elizabeth Tafaction, and I'd like to share with you my thoughts on the great composer, Frédéric Chopin. Chopin was born in 1810, and he only lived to be 39. He died in 1849. He was half Polish and half French. He was very closely knit. His heart belonged to his Polish upbringing. Because of political unrest in the year 1830, he had to leave Warsaw, Poland, and wound up going over to Paris. And because of all unrest in Europe, fighting during those years, he was never able to return back to Poland. But his heart was always there. So in that particular year that he left Warsaw, which is the capital of Poland, he wrote a piece called the C-sharp minor nocturne. He dedicated this piece to his sister. So he was very closely knit to his family. And, well, let me explain to you a little bit about Chopin. Besides the beautiful melodies, this piece that I chose to play, the C-sharp minor nocturne, has quite a story behind it. Okay, it's a very heartbreaking, sad melody, and it carries you through until there's a little middle section. It's only 8 measures long, where there's a burst of Chopin, a Polish mazurka. There's a burst of a Polish mazurka. The mazurka is a Polish folk dance that is just, you can't miss it. It's hidden right in the middle there. So and then it returns back to the very, very heartbreaking, sad melody in C-sharp minor. So to me, having that placed in the middle of the piece, I see it in my imagination as hope. Even though there was so much heartache that he had to leave his country, he dedicated the piece to his sister that he loved so much. He loved his family so much. Still, even with all that was the sadness, in the beginning so sad, in the end so sad, in the middle, in the heart, was this burst of mazurka, this burst of hope. And it just comes through to me. I don't know what you might imagine, but so anyway, getting back to this particular piece. This piece was not published until way after Chopin's death. It wasn't discovered until 1870, and then after that point it was published. So it's sort of like it was a hidden jewel, a hidden gem, an understanding. I see it as an understanding between him and his sister. Let's forward to the year 1939. Okay. While the Germans, the Nazis, were bombing Poland, this piece was being played on the radio by a very famous Polish concert pianist. His last name was Spieselman. Spieselman. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know Polish, so I'm trying. And while he was playing this piece, the Germans knocked out the sound, coming over the radio waves. So Spieselman had to go into hiding because he was Jewish, and the Nazis were persecuting the Jews. It was World War II, everything was dark and horrible, right? But he survived staying in hiding. And as soon as the war was over, he came back and played this piece on the radio. So that the beginning is the same. It's this jewel but a very sad melody. The mazurka, hope in the center, and then at the end. And he picked up where he left off and played it for the whole world again. So I hope you enjoy it. I share it from my heart to you. Thank you. So I see this piece as a piece of encouragement and the hope in the middle of that beautiful mazurka, that short little mazurka, deep in the heart. We could always take courage, no matter what comes our way. That essence of hope doesn't ever have to diminish. It's that's the essence of who we are. We have to keep that hope inside. Thank you for listening.